Yeah, so you think about this for a second. Donald Trump has done nothing except for roll over to communism, put us in a position where most people are now like, you know, frantic for their jobs because the economy is so shot. You don't know whether you have to have a shot. People have been forced to take vaccines, forced to put a mask on their face. I'm not putting a mask on my face. My people aren't putting a mask on their face. I'm not putting a needle in my arm. Our people aren't putting a needle in their arm.
Another day, another scapegoat of communism. So let's break it down. That was former Republican U.S. Senator Daniel McCarthy, who blamed his loss in the Arizona election on MAGA Republicans and communism, which, you know, those two ideas are as far away as they can be, and yet for McCarthy, they make a lot of sense. Putting aside the fact of McCarthy and his bitter tirade, and the fact that Donald Trump is a literal billionaire, it makes no sense to talk about Donald Trump as a proponent of communism. Trump is a communist as far as he is a businessman, which is to say he's only been distributing the wealth back to himself. And Trump's federally released tax returns show a clear picture of the type of man that he is. He is only cared about showing up for his own financial well-being. But that's the thing, Republicans like McCarthy will use this amorphous and ambiguous concept like communism to justify points of political malfunction or disobedience, and it's just not the case.
A bill this week requiring students to learn about communism. It also establishes November 7th as Victims of Communism Day, allowing high school teachers to discuss the regimes of communist leaders around the world and how people suffered under those regimes. The bill would require teaching about Stalin, Mao, and Castro, as well as poverty, starvation, migration, systemic lethal violence, and suppression of speech endured under those regimes.
Communism is simply an ideological framework to situate government and encourage social welfare programs that support people. It's not rooted in colonialist or racist sentiments. A lot of what the ideology driving Republicans is based in. It's simply a way of redistributing wealth and organizing society in a collective and more socially grounded manner. That's all it is. But Republicans, again and again, will continue to use it as a bargaining chip to scare the American people from imagining what life would be like outside of the system that we have now. If you're gonna teach about starvation, abuse, and death that has resulted from communist regimes, then why don't we talk about capitalism the same way? Why don't we talk about the Chinese internment camps that happened here in the United States? Why don't we talk about slavery? And this is the difference between Republicans and liberals. Liberals want a holistic education. We're willing to embrace the full extremity of our history, of the ways that we've organized society, the ways that they have succeeded, and the ways that they have failed. So although Republicans will try and scare the American people and scare American children, I have a sense that they will know better. And I hope that for the future of American children and for the future of this country, we all can orient ourselves to the full spectrum of what government can be like when we work together. And I have a feeling McCarthy's gonna lose a lot more races after this. This is Adrian Costa, The Breakdown. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check back for more videos. See you guys soon.